Okay, so I just want to make a quick video here. What I was doing was measuring up, was getting ready to measure up to put the solder tabs in place, measure them and cut them to length with the solder tab. And then what I'll do is, you know, cut them where they need to be cut. Go ahead and pull this out, solder the solder tab, the solder tabs on there, and then go ahead and heat shrink them so that part's out of the way. And also I went in and wrapped my coil wires around the wire off the coil to the lead wires. And what I'll do is I will solder them, and then I'll go back and clip all the access off all the way around, and then I will encapsulate all that in the epoxy. Now what I wanted, the reason I made this video, when I first started gluing this up, somebody sent me an email and said the glue joints look dry and brittle, but I just wanted to show you that the glue joints are not dry and brittle. I think it was the other camera I was using, so I switched to this one. They're nice and shiny, you know all of it is. If you guys can see all that, it's nice and shiny all the way around. It's not dry, it's not brittle or anything like that. So just want to make a quick video on that. I'm not sure, I didn't understand what they were trying to tell me, say to me at first, but it's not dried out, it's not brittle, it's nice shiny, all the joints are nice and even. So what I'll do at this point, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do my solder tabs, measure them out, and then go ahead and clamp them on there, and bend the tabs to hold them onto the lead bar, then solder them and heat shrink them, and then pull this back out, and just prep this landing right here. So that way all I have to do is at that point is just put the cut the former down, and then take a brush and put some epoxy in here on the compression cap, and then go ahead and like I said, showed you guys before, like it'll glue in place on top of the coil. Once it's cut down, it'll be real close to the cone, and then I'll set something on it for about 15-20 minutes on top of the compression cap and let it dry, cure up, and then take this out, turn it on its side, run a epoxy between this and the cone, the little bit of space it has, and then I'll turn it up, the whole assembly upside down, and let any excess run out to the edge of this. So this compression cap will be completely sealed on there. Then I can put my epoxy down on the spider landing. I can shim it, have it shimmed like so. Set it down in there and then clamp it. And then while it's curing, what I'll do, or once it's set up for about 30 minutes, what I'll come back and do is just lift this up and then put my 2 screws in for the solder tabs there that'll have the heat shrink on them. And then I will go back and while I have it folded up, I'll go ahead and put my my glue down all the way around, and then go ahead and clamp this into place. Once it's set all the way in, glue it in, go ahead and clamp it down. The terminals will already be done, so at that point it'll be ready to go, and I'll just come back and put the carbon cap on top of it, and then bolt its trim ring back on it. One thing I did do that I liked about using this cone, and it's why I chose this cone too, is because when the surround, where it don't come all the way out to the edge, it gives me just enough access to the screw holes that holds its trim ring in place, and it still has plenty of mounting, because that trim ring also clamps down on the surround too. It's made to do both instead of being a rubber gasket like the old one. It just clamps this down as well, so it's just extra clamping force there. But anyways, I just want to make this video real quick. I don't want to make it long. I just want to address that with the glue. They're saying that it looked dry and brittle. I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see that it's not. So anyways, we'll get back to it.